So the first variation we're going to do is the dumbbell Romanian deadlift. So Hayley's going to pick up the dumbbells. She's going to get her feet into the nice, into the stance that we want for the Romanian deadlift, which is pretty much the same with most of the hip extension things that we do. Feet turn slightly to the outside, 15 degrees, around 15 degrees to the outside, okay? And from there she's going to start with the dumbbells neutral, okay? So in that neutral hand position right by the side of the thighs, okay? As she comes down, she's going to turn the dumbbells out in front of her thighs, okay? And stop around halfway through her shins and then come all the way back up. So go down from there nice and slow, Hayley. So you see how she bends over, keeps her back nice and flat, bum goes out first, she comes down with the dumbbells, comes up from there, and she just comes through the same exact pathway on the way back up. So keep going, go for 1 or 2 more reps, right? Yeah, and the dumbbells stay really tight, so they're literally only about 1 inch away from her thighs and her shins as they come down. Go 1 more, yeah, and she feels a nice tight stretch through the hamstrings. At the bottom of that movement is different for everybody. So for Hayley, she can go about halfway down the shins, so she starts to feel like that huge stretch through her hamstrings. That's where we want to call it a day and come back up, right? And she wants to use the hamstrings to come back up, not use the lower back or use her upper back, even worse. It's single leg Romanian deadlift. So the stance is almost exactly the same, okay, in the sense that her one foot is going to point slightly further out than the other, maybe not that much, she'll point them in a tiny bit, yeah. And the foot that we're focusing on, the opposite foot wants to be behind her on the toes, okay? So if you do that, Hayley, just put the right foot behind you, yeah? And she wants to put as little weight as possible on that as she comes down, right? But it's the same exact setup. So she starts neutral right at either side of her thighs. As she comes down, she's coming over this left thigh, yeah? She'll come down nice and tight, all the way over that left thigh, yeah? Turn the dumbbells as you come down, come all the way back up. Good. So Hayley's got like a really good range of movement on this, but normally what you'll find is that you can't go quite as low and keep the same form, keep the same like range of movement. So if you come down again, stick your bum out nice and slow, as little weight as you can on that back foot, it's almost off the floor really, and then coming back up, yeah, and then from there. You always want to start on your weaker leg in this one, okay? So I'd say for most right-handed people, your left side will be stronger, so start with your right leg, okay? So Hayley's right-handed, so she would normally start with her right leg. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the single leg Romanian deadlift. We're going to move on to the Romanian deadlift, okay, so the barbell Romanian deadlift, right? So if Hayley de-racks the bar, the way she's going to do this, hang on a second, she's going to put her thumbs into her thighs and she's going to grab the bar from there. That's how you know how wide you want to grab it for just a regular clean grip, what we call clean grip Romanian deadlift with the barbell. From there, it's the exact same movement, all right? Hayley wants to feel the exact same stretch in her hamstrings and the lower back. She's going to start off with her feet slightly 15 degrees turned out to the side, and she's going to come back, she's going to sit back into it with the soft knees again, like all the Romanian deadlifts that we've done so far. Yeah, halfway down a shin, come all the way back up, squeeze the glutes to the top. So really and truly, the technique is pretty much exactly the same, it's just the grip and what you're using that changes, okay? So go another rep just so you can have a look. Nice and slow on the way down, all the way down to the thighs, coming back up. Yeah, cool. The only thing that changes on this one, I'd say there's more of a demand on your thoracic spine. So basically your upper back, okay? There's more of a demand there. You see with the dumbbells, as you come up, you start to come to the side of you, and you start to almost relax as you come back up. With this one, the bar's always out in front of you, so you're always holding. So the snatch grip Romanian deadlift is exactly the same mechanics, pretty much. It's just another progression, okay? Hayley needs to take a snatch grip with the bar. So if Hayley grabs the bar nice and wide, okay, and then we'll talk about how we come into a snatch grip. So we grab the bar nice and wide, de-rack it from there, step back. So the way that we get into a snatch grip, okay, is a little bit funky. So she's going to sit back with the bars into her hips, right, and she should be able to let go there fairly easily and have no hands around the bar, right, fairly easily, right. Obviously it weighs something, okay, so don't let go of it too tough. If she has her elbows locked out, arms nice and straight, arms nice and wide, the bar is in contact with the hips now. As she stands up, okay, so if you stand up, the bar should remain in contact, in contact with your hips, exactly where it was when you were sitting back into it, right? If you come back again and do it wrong, Hayley, so if you sit back, hold the bar nice and tight, right? The bar is now in contact with the hips, but as she's too narrow with her grip, as she stands up, what starts to happen is the bar starts to lower than her hips, yeah? It's lower than when you started, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? So now come back into a snatch grip deadlift. So that's just a little tool that you can use to work out what is the snatch grip for you, because for everybody it's different depending on how tall you are and how long your arms are, okay? So if she stands up from there, Hayley's going to perform the exact same action. So 15 degrees out with the toes, right? All Romanian deadlifts, we start the same with them, okay? From there, she's going to bring her bum backwards, yeah? Soft knees. The only difference with this one is the knees want to come out a little bit more, and she wants to come down a little bit lower, okay? From there, come back up. So it's just a more demanding deadlift, okay? If you think about if the bars, if your hand's wider with the bar, obviously the bar starts a little bit higher. So you've got to come down a little bit lower to get that same angle, that same joint angle, okay? So if you come down a little bit lower, there you go, come back up. I'd say what Hayley wants to do now is open your knees a little bit more, okay? So as you come down, turn it into a little bit more of a squat as you come down. Yeah, there you go, knees coming out, there you go, perfect. Yeah, and that's a lot less stress in the lower back, way more stress in the glutes and the hamstrings, okay? Back it.